Yeah, just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts. I'm running out of ice. This is not good. Welcome to the next episode, or the latest episode. What episode are we on? Of the Fat Report. And, we're going to enjoy some, it tastes like sake. Well, I'm not sure if it's sake or not. We're going to go ahead and get into some stories that I found on the internet that may have implications for the future of humanity. Probably not, because most of them are inconsequentials and things that you may not have heard about. But this is what we're going to do. Okay. So the first one is Iran. Iran. Wait, Weird Al Yankovic, thank you very much. Iran expanded the work on an underground strike. Wait. Work on underground sites post strikes. I wonder if their people are going on strike. They must have a pretty good union over there. New satellite imagery shows that Iran has accelerated construction at a heavily fortified underground complex near Nataz. Nataz? I hope to God that's the right pronunciation. Following U.S. and Israeli airstrikes on its nuclear infrastructure earlier this year. The site, also known as Pickaxe Mountain, lies about 1 mile south of Nataz enrichment plant. Analysts reviewing the imagery identified multiple signs of expanded work, including reinforced tunnels and tunnel entrances. Large spoil piles? Oh, okay. Large spoil pile. Why couldn't they just say big piles of dirt from excavation, widened access roads, and extended perimeter of security fences? They must be trying to make dinosaurs. The visible development suggested late-stage fortification and preparation of underground facilities that could house sensitive nuclear operations, such as centrifuge assembly. It always implies having more than one, and you only have listed one thing. You should really work on that. Iran has not allowed inspections by the International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA. Hans Bricks. Never really remember that. And has not publicly clarified the site's intended purpose. Wow, this stuff's strong. The activity underscores concerns about Tehran shifting key nuclear infrastructure deeper underground, complicating monitoring and potential military responses in the future. Maybe they're just trying to, become mole people in the digging. Mole people. U.S. proposes a 1-to-1 chip production rule to reduce overseas dependencies. My cat just meowed at me. And yes, I'm recording things and you're making noise. Okay. The U.S. is planning to push chip makers to match the volume of semiconductors that their customers currently import from overseas through to domestic production, or pay a tariff. President Trump has doubled down on his efforts to reshore semiconductor manufacturing, offering exemptions from the tariffs of roughly 100%. Exemptions from the tariffs of roughly 100% on chips to firms that produce domestically. Companies that fail to sustain the 1-to-1 domestic import ratio over time will face tariffs. It's very repetitive journalistic prowess there. U.S. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick floated, floated the idea with semiconductor executives, telling them they might be necessary for an economic security. Quote, America cannot be reliant on foreign imports for semiconductor products that are essential for our national economic security, unquote. House spokesperson Kush Kush. That's a very interesting first name. I wonder if their middle initials N. They could be Kush N. Cushion. The spokesperson added that any reporting for policymakers should be treated as speculative unless officials announced otherwise. Under the proposal, companies pledging to make the chips 1-to-1 in the U.S. would receive credit for that pledged volume, allowing imports without tariffs until the plant is complete. So that seems like that's false promising, but okay. The initial relief to help ramp capacity, according to the report, I probably should read the entire sentence in order because that didn't make any sense whatsoever. Under the new proposal, allowing imports without tariffs went to the plate with initial relief to help capacity, according to the report. Trump moves have spurred domestic and international companies to invest hundreds of billions of dollars in expanding U.S. manufacturing. Exactly what the tariffs were supposed to do, supposedly. So I guess he's doing it right. I don't know. I mean, U.S. manufacturing shares of Global Foundries, the third largest contract chip maker, rose by 10% in pre-market trading. The malt liquor, New York-based company, the Malta, New York-based company, which has a significant U.S. manufacturing capacity and a $16 billion investment plan, including factories in New York and Vermont, stands to benefit from it. They're gonna benefit from this. We'll see how all this turns out. I am running out of ice. I am not happy. It's watering my drink down. Oh, that was weird. That was not a sound I thought my body could make. The alarming reason people are losing faith in science. Does it have to do with the science guy? Because, like, faith and science seem to be antithetical to each other, but maybe I'm wrong. Analysis suggests a decline in public confidence in science is driven by several intersecting factors. Growing influence of misinformation, that would be me, political polarization of scientific topics, not that that's ever happened before, and media fragmentation. What the hell is media fragmentation? Like, are you upset that there's more media available? I mean, that's probably actually a good thing. But whatever. Media. This elevates sensational or conspiratorial narratives over nuanced research. If it's nuanced research, then it might not be really good research, I think. Maybe I'm thinking nuanced is not the word that it might. That you keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means. Although general trust in scientists remain relatively high across many surveys, excuse me, fewer people now view science as having an overwhelming positive effect. I wonder what could have caused that. And the authority of scientific institutions is more contested. Some experts argue that conflicting scientific statements, especially during crises like pandemics or climate change, I'm putting those in quotes, air quotes, because it's what's in the article, so take it with what you want. Perceived failures of institutions to self-correct and poor communication are eroding legitimacy. The trend is also tied to social media echo chambers and ideological biases that filter scientific messages differently depending on the audience. Oh, so in other words, social media is curating people's opinions that they already hold instead of exposing them to things that they don't know or is contrary to what they already believe. Oh, that would explain a lot of things. Maybe. I don't know. So, okay, thanks for joining me on today's episode of The Fat Report. It has been quite lovely, and what the heck was I drinking? I don't even remember. But just remember today, folks, that the close shavers, they still hurt occasionally. What was the other one? Oh, guitar strings do not mix well with flesh. And, of course, don't get your news from me. Good night. Just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts.